New County Hotel Perth fire, 3 dead following major early morning blaze as guests evacuated and roads closed. 3 people have died following a major blaze at a Scots hotel this morning. Emergency services and more than 60 firefighters raced to the New County Hotel in Perth just after 5 a.m. Police have confirmed 3 people have died following the blaze. One resident who was evacuated wrote, "We are lucky to be okay. We were living in this hotel. Woke at 5 a.m. to fire alarm. Have been given emergency accommodation by the council." Images from the scene show a number of fire engines, ambulances and police vehicles in the area. Guests have been evacuated from the hotel. County Place, Hospital Street, Leonard Street and New Row have been cordoned off with residents being advised to avoid the area. A Police Scotland spokesperson said Police Scotland can confirm that 3 people have died following a fire at the New County Hotel, County Place, Perth. Shortly before 5:10 a.m. on Monday 2 January 2023, officers were called to a report of a fire at the premises. Emergency services attended and 3 people were confirmed dead at the scene. A number of others were treated for minor injuries by the Scottish Ambulance Service. Hotel guests and 2 people from a neighboring block of flats were evacuated and are being supported by partner agencies. Chief Superintendent Phil Davison said, "Our thoughts are very much with the families and loved ones of those who have died at what is a very difficult time for everyone. Our inquiries are ongoing to establish the full circumstances of what has happened and officers are conducting a joint investigation with the Scottish Fire and Rescue Service." Jason Sharp is the Scottish Fire and Rescue Service's local senior officer for Perth, Kinross, Angus and Dundee. He said, "We were alerted at 5:02 a.m. on Monday, January 2, to reports of a commercial building fire at County Place, Perth. Operations Control mobilized 9 fire appliances and specialist resources to the scene where over 60 firefighters were in attendance. Firefighters worked hard to rescue a number of casualties from the building and transferred them into the care of the Scottish Ambulance Service. Tragically, 3 people were pronounced dead at the scene. Our thoughts are very much with the family, friends and the wider community affected at this difficult time. A joint investigation alongside Police Scotland colleagues is now ongoing. A police cordon is in place and members of the public are asked to avoid the area." A statement from Perth and Kinross Council said, "Be aware that traffic in the surrounding area is also likely to be impacted as well as public transport routes. Please avoid the area if you can." A Scottish Ambulance Service spokesperson said, "We received a call from Scottish Fire and Rescue Service of a fire at the New County Hotel in Fife at 5:05 hours. We responded with 21 resources including our Special Operation Resource Team, with our first resource on scene at 5:12 hours. Deputy First Minister John Swinney wrote on Twitter, "Heartbreaking news emerging from Perth this morning. My sympathies with all affected by this tragedy." Scottish Tory leader Douglas Ross said on Twitter, "Absolutely awful to hear of the fire in a Perth hotel which has claimed the lives of 3 people. What a tragic start to 2023. My thoughts go out to the loved ones of those who have died. As always, thanks to our emergency services for their swift response in tragic circumstances." Meanwhile, Jim Fairley, SNP MSP for Perthshire South and Kinross Shire, tweeted, "Absolutely devastating news from Perth today. My thoughts and sincerest condolences are with all of those affected.